Hey folks, here's the ultimate walkthrough for the brand new Sony WF-1000xm4s, making these videos to help you make that purchase decision. Now these were released summer of 2021. Here's how to use them and its features. Now the Sony WF-1000xm4s are touch sensitive. Caressing, gentle taps can perform the actions that are labeled on your screen right now. Keep in mind, within the Sony headphone app, you can customize these too. One caveat though, if you want volume controls, which I personally prefer, you do lose other features, so make sure you choose wisely, my friends. Now these are IP4 rated, meaning that this is splash resistant against water. No water submersion or jet sprays, and most non-sport oriented truly wireless earphones have an IP4 water resistant rating anyways these days, so this is on par with the market. Now other features, better life up to 8 hours with ANC on. That's huge. Most competitors are claiming around 8, but that's with ANC off. The case itself can give you an additional 16 hours of battery life. The case, it's super small here and pretty decent finish right here. USB-C on the back for charging, and this has wireless charging as well. Fast charging is also on deck. Now Sony, they have improved on the phone call experience over the XM3s. Beamforming mics, bone conduction technology are implemented in an attempt to sense when you're speaking based on vibrations when you're talking. Yes, it's improved and works best in 100% silent rooms with no background noises, but honestly, the Samsung Galaxy Buds Pro or the Apple AirPod Pros still sounds better for phone calls. Sony, I love you, but this has been consistent here for years now. Their phone call performance is just not that great for some reason. Bluetooth 5.2, this is the best version they can get right now at the time of this video. Multi-pairing is available, no multi-point though. That means you can save up to 8 devices, that's the multi-pairing part, but the XM4s can't pair to 2 devices at the same time, and that's where the multi-point comes in. Fast pairing is equipped though. It's a tiny bit faster than other earphones here, and it is a little bit noticeable. Very intuitive, very quick. It's synced to my phone very easily. Now I was able to confirm earphones that are able to connect independently do provide a little bit more of a stable Bluetooth connection. These can connect independently. You can leave one inside the case and then leave the other one inside your ear, and they work perfectly fine. Now, active noise canceling, one of the biggest reasons why you want to buy these earphones here is that it blocks out or cancels out a lot of noise. Now, ANC doesn't cancel everything, but they do cancel a good bit to help you focus, stay less distracted, isolate your music so you can enjoy it, and much more. I confirm the XM4s are freaking good. Minimal white noise and little to no air cabin pressure. Feeling impressive all around. And yes, the XM4s are better than my Sennheisers that I have over here, and a lot more tolerable than the AirPod Pros. Not saying they're the best at everything else here, but just saying from my experience, the Sony does cancel just that much more than the competitors. Now let's take a look at the app here, explain its tech features, and of course touch base on audio. If you made it this far, if this walkthrough has helped you to make that purchase decision, subscribe, like, and help the algorithm out here. This YouTube channel will basically fund my BMW one day, hopefully, right? Let me know what other products you guys want me to walk through, and I'll try to help. All right, let's take a look at this interface from the Sony headphone app. It is easy to use. There's just a lot to play around with here. First up, on top of your screen, I want you to pay attention to this, as this applies to any pair of Bluetooth wireless earphones or Bluetooth wireless headphones that you might buy. As I'm on iPhone, since my Pixel 4 XL died in the ocean with salt water rusting the hell out of this thing here the other week, I'm trying out iPhone and see if I like it, but I want to talk about this AAC label up top here. I want to talk about bit rates, how much data is basically being transferred. Generally, the higher the better in most cases. Now, Sony's huge benefit here is the ability to offer the best in the industry right now. It's called Ldac. If you're on iPhone, you won't have access to Ldac at all. The maximum data rate you can achieve in AAC, which is most cases, it's 256 kilobits per second. It's a little bit better than MP3, but if you are on Android, or I mean, if you guys are on Android, since my phone's dead here, or any device that supports Ldac, you can go as high as 990 kilobits per second, which means there's more detail in your Bluetooth audio transmission, supposedly better Bluetooth or audio quality. And based on your needs, do you really need Ldac or don't you? That's something that I want you to basically ask yourself. If you mainly use Spotify, it's up to 160 kilobits per second. Now, if you're on Spotify Premium, it does go up to 320 kilobits per second. You're not even using the full spectrum of Ldac, which again can go up to 990. So if you're buying your own music and their quality files, then Ldac can be worth it for you. But I just want to make sure you guys understand that. Long explanation, but I'd rather have you understand rather than enamored by the marketing buzz and jargon. Now, moving down, adaptive sound control detects your actions and location and then adjusts active noise canceling levels. If you're walking, ANC could be set to off so you can hear your surroundings for a bit of safety and security. At home, you can basically change it to complete silent. On the main screen, going back here, below that is your playback controls. Moving to the next tab, which is sound, is your ambient sound control. It's giving you the ability to control your ANC and ambient sound coming through your earphones instead of being adaptive. You can manually control it right here. Moving down is speak to chat. If you start speaking while you have these earphones on, the music will either mute or pause. Ambient audio will kick on so you can hear your surroundings and you're able to have a normal conversation without touching the earphones at all. After several seconds that has passed and you haven't spoken a word, the music kicks back on, the ambient audio turns off, and you resume your entertainment. It's a pretty cool feature. Now, below that is the Equalizer. The WF-1000xm4s tunes very well. It's very responsive. Right out the box, the XM4s are bass boosted with clear mids. Now, if you EQ them, you can make the XM4s have rich, deep bass. You can make these brighter and vocals and instruments stand out in front. Very dynamic. Play around with the EQ and you'll find the audio on these to be very, very impressive. If you're using this for movies, again, simply amazing. Soundstage and audio direction is impeccable. Left and right, front and back, it's cool. No delays, works great with streaming video applications. Now, moving down the app here, 360-degree reality audio setup. I personally didn't use this, but you can achieve a 3D audio experience, move your head around, and you can sense the audio staying stationary in one position, as if you were in an orchestra and the instruments were all facing the front of you, and then you turn your head to the side, you can probably hear audio to the side of you in this case. So Bluetooth connection quality, which is down here, this is the second to last one. You can choose sound quality or a stable connection if you have connection issues for some reason. And last is DSEE Extreme. This takes your existing MP3s and such and attempts to upscale it or reintroduce some of the lost details in your audio, improving the experience. Now, moving to the last tab right here, it's System. Select your voice assistant. You have the choice between Google Assistant and Amazon Alexa. Let me hide that back for you. Next up is change your touch sensor functions. Remember, I told you earlier in this video, you can customize it to your liking. Here goes some of the abilities right here. Ambient sound control, playback control, volume control, which is what I prefer. And remember, when you change it to volume controls, you do lose some of the other abilities that was there originally, like so. Now, going back here, there are more operating settings. You can choose to have noise canceling and ambient sound when you click the ambient sound control button on your earphones. Let me hide that. Next up is you can determine your optimal earbud tips. There's a test within the app to help ensure that you have the best fit and best seal when wearing the Sony WF-1000xm4s. There's automatic power off. It's available to conserve battery life here. You can pause your music whenever you take the earphones off. That's pretty standard amongst flagship earphones these days. Next up here is notification and voice guides, such as when it's in pairing mode, connected, etc. You'll hear a voice prompt indicating so, and there's a good bit of variety of languages on here: English, French, German, Portuguese, and there's a bunch down here: Korean, Chinese. There we go, and it's awesome. And last here is the automatic download of software. If there's any updates to the earphones, it should automatically download for you. So holy cow, that felt like a lot here. And that's what makes the Sony WF-1000xm4 stand out. If you like all the techie features, best-in-class active noise canceling, one of the best audio experience for truly wireless earphones in my opinion, this is why someone would pick these up. Remember folks, my updated prices are in the video description or down below this video. Tap on that to see if there's any sales going on. Let me know if this walkthrough helped you in some way. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye.